Hey class, it's Heather here. I wanted to give you a brief tutorial and some helpful hints as to the best ways to navigate through all the course content in this class, just to start off the course on the right foot. Okay, so you're going to have to navigate between two websites in this class. It might seem a little bit weird at first, but you'll get used to it after just, no time. So you've got everything on Canvas, okay? Just like any online course you've ever taken before. But here's the cool thing. So Nathan Smith, the one who came up with this course, he decided to put all the course content on a separate web page. This one right here, techintegrated.weebly. And the reason for that is so that when you are no longer affiliated with Utah State and you're out on the field as a professional educator, you'll be able to have access to this website and all of the rich content within it. And trust me, you're going to love it. There's a lot here. So really briefly, if you look up here in the menu, you've got your home syllabus. Please take the time to read through and watch everything on the home page. One thing I wanted to point out is that everything has been very carefully curated for your benefit. So the syllabus, you for sure need to read, and you're required to read this this week. So read through all of that. If you ever have any questions, you can always email me through Canvas, and I'll get back with you ASAP. Okay, experience. This part of the menu you're going to be on a lot. So the way this works is every week you're going to go through, a different experience that corresponds with the week. And again, everything in Canvas is going to link to this website because this has all of the things you read, all of the videos you watch. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So let's say, for example, we click on week 1, experience 1, what voices are saying about 21st century education and learning. So as you navigate through this, you're going to have different sections each week. So you have 1A, B, C, D. The last one, just so you know, is usually, an experience where you're going to have to demonstrate, do a project, for example, whatever, and that's always at the end of the week. And so if I click on, for example, 1A, you're going to go literally from top to bottom with all of these. You're going to take notes on what you're learning from the different videos, the different links, everything you're reading. And this is going to really bolster your knowledge and start helping you figure out what your educational philosophy is when it comes to technology. It's going to help facilitate really great discussions in Canvas. Those are some of your assignments. So take some nice notes when you start watching these, all right? All right, so if I zip back up to the front or to the top, you're going to go through all these different sections. One section I wanted to point out, because I think it's really important, is the ISTE standards. So as an educator, if you haven't already figured it out, you're going to have to tie pretty much everything you do to a standard, whether it's Utah Core, some kind of national standard. Well, with technology, it's the same thing. With technology in the classroom, they have standards, and the ISTE standards are great. So we'll be using these standards a lot in the classroom. So in section 1C of week 1, you're going to become familiar with the ISTE standards. We've got ISTE standards for students and teachers. Just go through, read everything top to bottom. That's going to be helpful for the rest of the course if you really understand those, okay? So that's, again, your experiences tab. There's a blog that's super helpful, tons of information. I wanted to point out one really fun aspect in the resource section. So if you click on that, there's some really cool stuff here. If you go down to the very bottom, there's ITLS5500 student submissions. Okay, so you're going to have to develop lesson plans in this class and do some projects. This is going to be great for you. If you click on that, if you're like me, you like to see, it's really helpful to see past students' work. So if I clicked on like math, for example, if that was your subject area, look at all of these past submissions from ITLS5500 students within, this topic. So you're going to love that. When it comes time, this will get your creative juices flowing, all right? So that's helpful. Okay, so that's the class website. Now let's jump over to Canvas really quick. Okay, you've got your basic stuff, home, read through all this. All of it. It's going to be super helpful. So read that this week. Announcements. I'm going to announce often. This is my way of communicating with you in an online class. So make sure you read or watch any announcement that I give you. The other button link that I think is going to be really, really helpful is modules. So if you jump down towards the bottom, the way that this has been designed, this is great because it's going to keep you. There's a lot of stuff you're going to have to go through, a lot of information you're going to have to go through in this class, and so you do not want to get behind. So this is a suggested layout for you. So here we go. We're in week 1. We've got Monday to, it's all laid out for you. You don't have to follow this. It's not required, other than, of course, when things are due, you've got to turn it in on that due date. But this is just to help you stay like on track so you don't get behind. So for example, if you click on Monday, this is going to hyperlink to that class website that we were just looking at. If I click on that, see, here we go. And you just saw that. So that's a really helpful thing to do, is to jump to that modules page. So again, I'll click on that and it just goes through each week. Okay. And then the ones in black are going to be like discussions or assignments that you have to turn in. And I'll probably make an announcement about that later, but with discussions, really quick, discussions are here to create a dialogue. All right. We are social creatures and we need to learn from each other. So please take the time when you're navigating through all of that content, please take the time to make notes, try and figure out who you are as an educator, what your philosophy is when it comes to, innovation and technology. And that's just going to help everybody in the class. The more depth you can add, the better. And I'm going to really push you on these discussions to bring out some more depth. We don't want you to just like regurgitate what you watched or what you read. Try and synthesize, like, what's the whole point of the entire week's material? What do I think about it? What's my take on it? So synthesize it, and you'll get a lot out of it if you can do those steps. All right, so let me think if there's anything else. Oh yeah, I wanted to point out, stay on top of your grades, so you can always click on that. Email me if you have any questions about grades. I rely heavily, exclusively on the rubrics for grading. So whenever you turn in an assignment, please look at the accompanied rubric to find out, what's expected and how I'm going to grade. Last thing I want to point out is the syllabus. This is handy. So this is a great way to just know exactly what is due, what it is, when it's due. You just click, click, click. So that's a great place to go. You can also go to your calendar button over here. Inbox is where you're going to email me, and I will get back to you just as soon as I can, within 24 hours, if not sooner. So I think that's about it. That's about what I want to cover today. If you have any questions, let me know. Have fun. You're going to love this class. It's going to seem a little overwhelming at first, but it's going to help you out a ton in the end. All right. Good luck.